Agatin missing chitab Kalenjin atinye kamangunet ne ole ichamegei noi tugul nenyoru ketesiet nebo Kass TV. Kasarta neitun logoiwekab emet chebo tetutiet nebo Kass Mashinani kainenyu ko Caroline Kiplagat. Ngetaunen county nebo Uasin Gishu ole kakecher biikab emet koboisie ortinwekab kasari eng tetutikab sigisiet kosubkei ak netoreti en kirindaetab kaimutik cheimuchi koborionji familia chechang kasarwek chemaisub tetutik chemiach. Ngenyorun sirindenyo Isaac Koge ak report en koindo.
Kosubkei ak kanyoik chebo sipitalit notok pa Maristops nemitei eng taonitab Eldoret kondochin Melsa Cherotich Rono kobo kamanut koityi biikab emet tetutik chotok chebo family planning mising ko eng kasari kokwo barak mising sobet.
Eldoret ko kemi ole chang biikab Kalenjin. Mi biik chetom komuch koyan kole makat kepangan sigisiet ak kepangan lagok. Ko nguno kotom koyan ako tom komech kopangan kenyoru uityet, lakini kityeme mising kinet akobo amune sikemeche kopangan sigisiet ako amune simakat kokochi nafas lagok. Ko ngeyai kunotok abwati ale itebi ole imuchi konachigei tugul kole bo kamanut ng'aliondonotok akobwa ketoret eng Maristops.
Mwoe kanyoichotok kole nganda biikab Kalenjin komaiyani oranotok bo tetetab sigisiet anan family planning kobo kamanut mising amu toreti eng sobonwekwak chebo tai.
Lakini kora ketesetai kineti bichutok amune siko kitesetai kineti icheket amune siko makat konyorchigei family planning ak ole imuch konyorchindoitagei ak options chemi. Family planning komelen ile agenge kityo, imuch neingenchigei, imuch kikokas age kole mi nekerute katet, lakini kikochini options chemi tugul. Sikosubkei ak makutikchik ak ole kakerto daktari kokochin nenyoljingei ak inendet.
Kosom icheket biik tugul koityi kamanut ortinwek chotok chebo kasari asikobit kokanaptae itondo nemie ak panganutik chemiachen eng kenyisiek chotok chemitei tai.
Kikehudumianchi biik chechang, lakini mi cha tom kokuyo kole amune sikonyorchigei family planning. Korani ameche amwachi alechi bichotok tugul sai kelechini biik koib family planning amu ngesub expense nebo sobet nebo nguno komakou keny kingitinye chito lagok 10 iboe kityo akimuchi koba sukul kwa urahisi. Lakini nguno ngelen keker sai kokikwo barak population, kikwo barak ng'alekab economy. Ko makoi kilechi chito kosich lagok chechang chememuchi korib. Kilechini chitugul kosich chito lagok cheimuchi inendet kohudumianchi ak konyorchigei mahitaji tugul, koba sukul, konyor somanet nekararan, konyor matibabu cheyomegei ak konyor kiy age tugul nemakchingei ko lakwa.
Akot kunotok kotetei kanyoichotok korutochi kokwotinwek asikobit kokoito kanetisiet koityi kokwotinwek ak kwonyik kosub arorutik chotok chemiachen chetinyegei ak tetetab sigisiet.
And for that reason, as Maristops, we have actually decided that next week, starting on Monday, that's 19th, until Sunday, I think that is on 26th, we are running an offer on family planning, especially the long-term options.
So what these outreach programs do, they reach the hard-to-reach areas in the country, offering these sexual reproductive health services. Majorly, we do BTL, and we also offer family planning services, the long-acting, the short-acting services.
Kang'alaldos icheket kasarta noton kalumda sipitalit notok eng taonitab Eldoret kotinye mornok chesire 16. Kong'etegei taonitab Eldoret eng county nebo Uasin Gishu, logoiwekab emet chebo Kass, kainenyu ko Isaac Kogei.
Ko oret agenge nebo keker kele kakirinda miondab seriat anan cancer netesetai koeku konogut en emet ko kakecher biikab emet kochikilgei asikoker kole kakitoret ichek kotomo koletagei miondo noton en borto. Bitu niton akot en kasarta nekaimong'ugei kipsomaniat nebo sukulitab barak nebo Kabarak akosir kitabut netokchini konoisechi biikab emet kotinygei ak miondo niton koyon sirindenyon Nelson Tarbi.
Kong'alachin ketesiani eng oret nenegei komwa nerananotok kekure Brian Chirchir kole kokomwoch ine kosir kitabunotok oret agenge nebo kokoch kanetisiet biikab emet konai akobo miondab kansa netestai koeku ng'oi eng emet.
Kit nekikono cherset sikobit asir kitabuni ko ach nekiotinye akose takisor biik, akose tanetkei biik akobo kansa amu kansa ko kit nekimuchi keter biik tugul, kimuchi keter eng pamoja kokaship kenai mapema, kokaship kenet biik kokon public education akobo cancer, kemuchi ke make a difference, ke saven more lives.
Kacher ine biikab emet kochikilgei eng kasarwek tugul eng mwaet kole imukoksei kenya myonitok bo kansa angot kenai kotokomitei stagit netai.
Kokaship kenai mapema kimuchi kesoru. Kini asome biik kokuyo akobo kansa. Kini mie kokekuyo amu kokaikuye ile kokaikuyo akobo mgonjwa nitoni bo kansa ni ko rahisi inyoru kanyoiset eng haraka. Ngiship kenai kele itinye mgonjwa nebo kansa inyoru kanyoiset ne kararan eng haraka. Ko kit nemie ko asome public, asome chito age tugul nekikere keteshoni bo Kass TV ame iwe icheng kitabut age tugul ihakikishan ile kenyoru mafunzo akobo kansa amu kansa ko kit nekimuchi keter biik tugul.
Kaboibochi kirwokindet nebo Kaptumo location Murtisa Rotich kakwautiet noto koib nerananoto kosir kitabut noto eng mwaet kole nitok oret agenge nebo kekoch kanetisiet biikab emet.
Kokakere ku cherset nemite kosia ketiem ipkochikilgei biik kotoko mapema. Nga nginyoru biikab kalenjin kolen kamatakitwoe kiy nerue koikai siketwa korue asikinya kosir kochelewan. Ako seriat kobirtoi kapchi kiboisie chepkondok tugul birtoi chito atya let kora kwo chito. Kokameche ale kabisa cherset no nebo barak nekameche asom ale ingokilgei Brian ak biik alak cheu notok akabwoti kora ale cherset kora nebo barak amu manyumnyum kenyor biik chesire kitabusiek kou yakosir Brian.
Kekoite ine kurset kotye biikab emet kotoret nerananoto ko oret agenge nebo kekanapta neranik koboto kekirinda myondab kansa netestai koeku ng'oi eng emet.
Akot akindoi matangazo chebo Kass FM si biik chemeche kitabusiechu komuch konyor ko ka oret agenge kora nekinetegei ng'omnotet keon myoni akikochi kimnotet kora Brian konyor chepkondok chesomane amu boisiet nekokwai ngasom kunotok biikab kalenjin.
Kong'etegei county nebo Nandi logoiwekab emet chebo Kass. Kainenyu ko Nelson Tarbei.
En kasarta ne boibochini eng betutab raini eng ngwendut tugul betut noto nebo World Telecommunication Day ko kampunit noto nebo JTL ko makimbisto akine ole tesetai kampunit noto kokosenge internet ne chepchep ak nebitunat en oliet neinegei ak nekararan kosubkei ak General Manager nebo JTL John Kamau kotesetai ichek kosuldaen tetutik cheterter chemoker kole kanyoru customaik chik internet ne mokchinigei ak tuguk alak cheterter. As we celebrate World Telecommunication Day as JTL, how do you feel? How proud are you to be among the best tech companies in Kenya?
Yeah, I think for us we're extremely proud. First of all, as I said, we are one of the few Kenyan companies that have had an impact in the telecommunication space in Kenya. We are among the first ones who brought in fiber into the country in terms of making it widespread. And today we're on the forefront, on the same forefront on the mobile.
Yes.
So we've had a big impact on the fiber, and we think, and we are very 100% sure we are doing a very good job on the mobile, and we want to make sure that it penetrates and offer a product that since we are Kenyans,
Yes.
Our Kenyans can understand. Yeah.
And maybe talk to us about the internet issue that was experienced countrywide some time
Sunday.
last week. Maybe exactly what happened and how is everything right now?
Okay, first, when you talk about the internet is an interconnection of networks. So
Yes.
like in Kenya, we have networks which are interconnected with networks in other countries. Now, the way that connection happens, like if you picture Africa, Africa has to be connected to Middle East, Africa has to be connected to Europe, Africa has to be connected to Americas and all that kind of stuff. Now, the way this happens, or like Kenya has to be connected to Tanzania, it happens through what you call optical fibers. In optical fibers, you have what you call the terrestrial, that is the fibers you put on the ground. And then between continents, we have what you call the undersea cables. Now, what happened is that we've had a series of either accidental or political cases. We have a lot of cables that emanate from East Africa, going towards Europe. And most of them pass through the Gulf of Aden. That is where you have Djibouti, and then you understand the challenges we have with the political issues. So we had a lot of cables that were cut, and unfortunately the repairs have taken long. And then the way the cables are done is you have some cables that go, like relative to Kenya, you have some cables that go to South Africa, you can say down to South Africa. There are some that go up towards Djibouti, and some towards Middle East. So for JTL, the impact was not as much because we have Kenya itself as a country. We have a cable called Teams. This is a cable that connects Mombasa to Fujairah in UAE. Now this cable is owned by the telecommunication operators in Kenya. So the other cables that were impacted were cables between Kenya and South Africa, and as I told you now, between Kenya and Europe, around the Gulf of Aden and around the Suez Canal. So when these cables were cut, what happened? There was a constraint in terms of the capacity that was available. But JTL, because of some of the cables that we have to Middle East and through our partners in Etisalat, were able to do a quick restoration.
Okay.
Yeah.
And maybe Bwana GM, somebody who doesn't use the JTL internet, what can you tell them? Because it's one of the best.
You know, people have different uses.
Yeah.
And what you need to understand is for you to come to us, then we understand your needs, and then you look at what it is that we are offering. Because as I said, the internet has different uses. If you go to a farmer, they have a different use for the internet. If you go to a student, they have a different. If you go to an enterprise, if you go to a household, they all have different uses. And all of us as in the industry, we are addressing, either attempting to address all of them. Yeah. But JTL, we are very focused on making sure that our product meet the requirement of majority of the Kenyans.
Kagesom kabatik chemite eng sector noton nebo dairy anan chetinyegei ak ripsetab tuga chebo chego koker kole kaipchi kamanut amitwogik cheome tuga asikoker kole kamuch koityi chego quality nekararan. Chuton ko kosubkei ak kabatindet kobun county nebo Uasin Gishu Laban Kering nekamwa kole manyolu koker kabatik kole sector noton nebo dairy anan kabatisiet nebo tuga chebo chego ko olyenyin komi barak kobaten kelchinoik kobun sector noton nebo dairy komi barak.
Quality is very essential. When I started the farm, I had a dream of supplying to a farm ne care quality so much. In fact, they visit you. So igera amitwogik ko ngi controllen kobunun. Ko banam bandek igera bandek chabi yamme cha kibele. Maje bulotin. Iba tiljige Tokyo ak inyatupchi silage. Quality feed. Boma roads kwanendet na ngoe chachuket mabal. Tujutaju komeje sikiun sai I control and pests. Kaik sine geljin amu mamandoi. So gi reducen koek healthy data throughout. So koek to deworming. In fact ngiro record chachuket ko deworming. Mami wakati negelen kani gerutchi antibiotic amu kalya amu kamnyan. Kongoek healthy data, that's how you control quality. It is as simple as controlling the well-being of data. Kanget farmers college lagok biyat biyot komanda tuga ko jengat amitwogik. Ko asulen teta, amengen teta kole jengane. Ngonyor chebulotiot kwam. Ko ba jaga konyor maembe nakakobul kwam. So that's how quality fails. But ngetekan the initiative keegu intentional in dairy farming. It is costly, but start where you can. Ole imuji miji tana imugo muji tuga taman korip chotok and quality will be okay.
So ketakan inye initiative from personal level controlling quality. But now kuchutu labda yegi kanyo transporter konyo koip chego chegugo quality mara gitu ya alag che the quality is compromised. Ko yeite olin ko kergei togol nao sasa inakuwaje?
Tujihamasishe keegu quality as dairy as in tuyo ndagi richani ke quality jaba tuyo. We can even control where to supply to, and that will the ripple effects will be price will go up because the get more quality and people will be seeking. It will not be the normal milk. Agonde mugak say as much as magmeje kegerchi farmers alaksang ke goito the trainings on how to control quality, and then you now come in and measure quality. When you are collecting milk, ileji jita in iratu kya bikap chai go. Nyone jita na le chai the first time kuta gora jetukul chai gure mangirito. kidogo kole next time anyone amache ates beit lakini amache sokek aeng ak sindano. And that's how they control quality. And they are okay because that is yani it traineni biik.
Ngekushingong logoiwek choton chebo ureriosiek ak inyoru sirindenyo Martin Cheruiyot Chegunur kokonech kayumetab logoiwek chebo labatet chetinyegei ak kabeliset nebo Wanda Diamond League nechute leg nebo 4 en Rabat Diamond League emet noton nebo Morocco ak kora koite let season nebo English Premier League betab Jumapili nebo weekend ini.
Eng start list nebo labatet nebo 800 meters nebo kabelisianoton nebo Rabat Diamond League kotetat kondochi Wycliffe Kinyamal labatindet nebo emetab Kenya netinye season best nebo dakiket agenge sekondishek 43 kenuch lolo ak miten kora labatindetab emetab Kenya Emmanuel Kipkirui Korir. Miten kora labatindet Emmanuel Wanyonyi netinye season best nebo dakiket agenge sekondishek 53 kenuch 5 ak eng labatet nebo 5000 meters nebo komostab konyik komiten labatindet nebo emetab Kenya Edna Chebitok ak tetat konyor inendet kabiletab kei neo kobun rwaik kobun emet nebo Ethiopia. Eng labatet nebo 1500 meters nebo komostab murenik komiten rwaikab emetab Kenya Vincent Keter ak komiten kora Kiprugut Boaz eng labatet nemiten Girma Lamecha nebo emet nebo Ethiopia. Eng labatet nebo 3000 meters steeplechase kotetat kolabat en kasarta netai Conseslus Kipruto negi Olympic champion. Miten kora rwoik chebo emetab Kenya cheboto Amos Serem, miten kora Abraham Kibiwot ak veteran Benjamin Kigene. Nyoru kabiletab kei neo rwoik chuton bo emetab Kenya kobun rwoik Sofian El Bakali nelabotien emetab kaa nebo Morocco. Batanoton kotetat kotokyigei rwoik kabelishet nebo Prefontaine Classic eng Eugene Diamond League. Ak tetat koit let en weekend ini ureriosiek chebo ligit nebo season ini nebo English Premier League ak usingon konyek chechang kiwanjosiek chebo Emirates ak Etihad ele tuitos timitab Manchester City ak timitab West Ham ak tuitos timitab Arsenal ak timit nebo Everton. Kabelisiet nebo timitab Arsenal ak obet ureriet timitab Manchester City kobeli title nebo Uingereza timit nebo Arsenal ak kabelisiet nebo oret age tugul nebo Manchester City kobeli title nebo English Premier League. Taban ak noton kogere konyek chechang kora kiwanjet nebo Anfield ele tetat kotononji timitab Liverpool en kasarta nebo let kanetindet Jurgen Klopp en kenyit nebo 2015 kokimuch konyor boisionikab Jurgen Klopp kanetindet kobun emetab Ujerumani timit nebo Liverpool ak kikotoret Jurgen Klopp timitab Liverpool kobel kikombok cheboto nebo FA Cup konyil agenge, Carabao Cup aeng koboto UEFA Champions League, English Premier League, Club World Cup ak UEFA Super Cup. Eng ureriosiek 329 chekikotononji Jurgen Klopp kokikomuch kobet 49 ak kosir draw eng ureriosiek 74 ak 4 kosubkei ak Jurgen Klopp ko wendi inendet en kamung'et nenwach asikonai eng tai kot koimuch kowekugei en ng'wondet nebo kiptulit ni ko ng'alalet nebo Jurgen Klopp kong'ololjin sirikab logoiwek en kasarta nebo let ko kanetindet nebo timit nebo Liverpool. Martin Cheruiyot Chegunur, Kass TV. Ureriosiek.
Choton chitab kolenjin logoiwekab emet ak chebo ureriosiek chekaitunen inguni kong'eten Kass TV. Tetutiet nebo Kass Mashinani. Kainenyu ko Caroline Kiplagat nekobit logoiwek chuton en oret nebo kaborunoik ko Naomi Cherotich.